Innovation comes from the producer, not the customer. W. Edward Deming. Backlog creation is one of the most critical steps in trying to implement agile ways of working. In my experience, teams often struggle to define their projects into a proper backlog. Quite often, teams struggle to define epics, features, and stories. They tend to get lost into the definition of these terms and spend quite a bit of time trying to comprehend its meaning and organizing their work as per agile guidelines. Think of a project, say, setting up a manufacturing unit. If you want to execute this project using agile ways of working, consider this project as the level 1 or L1 objective. Next, setting up a plant requires the accomplishment of multiple things like legal documentation and environmental clearances, infrastructure development, machine testing, hiring of personnel like plant head and machine operators, procurement of initial raw materials for activities like test run and initial batch production. This list could go on. For the sake of this video, we would limit the requisition to set up a functional plant to these 6 categories. These 6 categories would then become level 2 or L2 operations to be completed in order to achieve the L1 objective. In other words, an L1 activity is the sum total of all L2 activities, or all L2 activities collectively and exhaustively define an L1 activity. Now each L2 level activity is further divided into L3 level activities, which would be at an individual level with a proper assignee, start date, due date, tentative efforts captured in the number of hours needed to complete the activity, and any other parameters as required in the specific project or domain. For example, the L2 activity legal documentation and environmental clearance could be broken down further into several L3 level activities like water consumption calculation, raw material consumption calculation, hazardous waste details which could be emitted, budget approval for filing the documentation, etc. Or in other words, every L2 level activity is the sum total of its constituent L3 level activities. The L3 level activities to be done at an individual level could be equated to stories. The L2 level activities could be equated to features, and L1 level activities could be equated to epics. At all levels, we could capture a lot of other information as well, like acceptance criteria, summary of the activity to be done, description of the activity to be done, definition of done, etc. After all projects in the organization are defined in terms of backlog, we can identify suitable agile teams, define the length of a sprint, define the frequency of program increment planning, and introduce a proper cadence mechanism to manage the backlog at an enterprise or program level. To summarize, all constituent features is equal to an epic and constituent stories is equal to a feature. Do like and subscribe to our channel for similar videos. Thank you.